Good morning. Human empathy. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Taken from Romans 12, verse 15. Now, this verse was written by Tertus in accordance with Paul's instructions. This verse commands Christians to be empathetic and sympathetic to each other. It means that Christians should rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. This verse shows that sincere love and concern for another person involves recognizing and joining in their emotions. It also implies that sympathy is a habit that can be cultivated by conscious direction in your whole life. What does that mean? We can cultivate empathy. What does that mean? Well, let's look at it this way. There are a few things that are more remarkable than the power of human empathy. When someone is hurt, we can feel their pain. Although we are not wounded, we feel it because of their pain, we feel it. When someone cries, we weep with them, although we are not sad. When someone laughs, we can rejoice in the moment with them, although the happiness is not our own. So it's a feeling of being able to relate to someone, whether it be happy, sad, whatever, you're able to relate. Jesus came to us as a human is the greatest act of empathy in history. As we follow his example by shouldering each other's sorrows and by sharing in each other's joys, we express his heart to the world. So what is empathy, though? It's the ability to understand and feel another's emotions, being able to relate to others' experiences, being able to sense what others around you are feeling. How can we apply this in our lives today? We can do this by being active listeners, by using our skills such as our body language, eye contact, facial expressions that can convey that we are engaged and present when someone's talking to us. We could offer advice. Being an empathetic listener means that we are able to withhold judgment. We're not going to judge. Even when we offer our advice, we're not going to say, well, I don't believe you did that, or why'd you do that? I wouldn't have. We're not doing any of that. We're just being an active listener. Provide emotional and physical comfort. We can do that. Can validate the person's experience. Don't belittle them and say stuff like, really? Is that what this is all about? Or things similar to that. We wouldn't want that to be on our hands. So how empathetic are we? There's so many things that are happening around us. Do we pick up on those things or the emotions or feelings of our friends, even coworkers, even if they're not friends? I mean, generally, you can kind of pick up on how people are feeling, period, within a couple of moments of talking to them or listening to them. Do we pick up on that? Do we even care? Well, if we want to practice being an empathetic listener or practice empathy, period, then we probably should. There are many instances that you could do this. I mean, you could be in a grocery store in line, just minding your own business, and hear someone, maybe a conversation, or see someone and they have like stressful looks on their face. Not that you're going to reach out to everyone, But if it's in your face and someone's talking to you and you can see that something is really troubling them, don't take the stance of, I ain't even gonna get in that. That's not my business. I ain't getting in that. Maybe they brought it up because they need you to be in that. They need a listening ear. They need someone to be a shoulder to cry on. And even if it's not something to cry about, it can be someone's telling you something so exciting, like, oh, I got that promotion I was looking for. Don't be the one sitting in the background saying, oh, I don't know how you got that promotion because I should have gotten it. Don't do that. Be happy for people. Maybe you should have gotten it, but your chance still it's coming. We have to be patient. We have to learn to be patient. And so while we're waiting on that to happen, be happy for people's joys that come to them. Be happy. Don't sit back. You hear people saying, don't be a hater. Seriously, don't be a hater. Your time will come. It was just their time. So we can learn to be happy for people. Sometimes it even requires like crying with them so they know somebody else totally gets what they're going through. I don't know about y'all. Maybe I'm just a little softy. I don't know. But somebody can be crying and then I'm crying. And why I'm crying? Because they're crying. I am very sensitive to other people's emotions. I really am. And I try to be there as a support for them. And they're there for me as well. But maybe we can get in the habit of really listening to what people are telling us or not telling us, because sometimes it's the things they don't say are the things you might want to be more concerned about. Anyway, that's the message of today, human empathy. Let's practice that, y'all. Anyway, well, okay, so that snow day didn't last that long. We're still working from home, but it's supposed to melt today. It's still out there pretty solid, though, but it's turning into ice. And my yard still looks good. I mean, because I didn't go out there and play all in it and whatever. Well, Marley did. But I guess it's time for it to melt. The sun's going to come out a little bit and melt it up, and then we'll have to deal with that big old mess. But if you don't have to be out here in that, all of the people that are listening to me that are in Houston, stay your behinds at home. Ain't nothing out there in them streets today. Stay home. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be at home. I'm working, and I'll start work soon. But I hope everyone wasn't too seriously impacted by that storm. I mean, it's just not the norm for us. It kind of took a lot of us by surprise. And definitely it took me by surprise because it's not often, but we've had snow before, but it just was like this, that much. Can you see? That much. Not enough to even say it snowed. But yesterday, we got us some snow. Maybe 3 to 4 inches. I don't know, but it was a lot. Y'all saw my pictures. It was a lot. It was deep too, and it was so soft and pretty. I thought it was pretty. Not pretty enough to have all the time, but it was pretty. So we'll have to deal with the aftermath of that today. They even said that we had snow on the beaches, and I guess, why did I think that was so? If it's falling from the sky, it's not going to just pick certain places not to fall. Sometimes I can be so dinky. Anyway, I'll have a good day, and hope everyone stays warm, stay safe. If you don't have to be out here in this mess, don't be out here in this mess. Whatever you need from the store, you can get it tomorrow or the next day. You don't need to be in them streets. It's not that urgent, not that critical. Try to stay safe, and not just, you be safe, but you could be keeping someone else safe by you not going out. Because even though you may know how to maneuver it, a lot of people don't. So think about them. Even though they ain't thinking about themselves, think about them. Anyway, one time for the one time. One time for the one time. One time for the one time. That song makes me so happy. Hey. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I love y'all, and y'all just be kind. Be kind.